What's up, everybody? I am back. I had taken a break from the podcast for a while, but I have it up and running again. Welcome to season 2. All right, let's get it rolling. So let's all talk. I've just watching the Titans game yesterday. Derrick Henry, he is a beast. There's no stopping that guy. The Titans are going to be a team that a lot of teams, I believe, will struggle with just because of him. Their run game is deadly. He is definitely a cheat code for that team. Without him, I think that offense loses literally like 50% of their offense. He's putting up 200-plus yards on some games. Take him out, they got issues. But the problem is no one's been able to take him out. The only thing that's going to take him out is him being tired and taking a break for a few plays. So until I see a defense that can stop this guy, which even when they say defenses have stopped this guy, he still puts up 80 to 100 yards. But that's still lethal in an NFL game. Teams putting up 100-plus rushing, they're usually winning the game. That depending on if their quarterbacks and the rest of the offense are playing well. Now, let's roll into the Rays versus Dodgers in the World Series. I personally do not have any faith in the Dodgers I'm a Giants fan, and they've choked year after year after year after year. I don't think they're going to pull it off this year. They claim this is their year. I don't think so. I think the Rays definitely have the better team offensively and defensively, as in all around. That team is a lot better than the Los Angeles Dodgers. All right. I have 3 NFL teams that I think can turn the NFL's into something else. As in, they're underdogs now. No one believes in them. But I believe if people pay attention to what they have, and these 3 teams have talent, I'm talking about the Texans. Their record doesn't represent. The Niners had a shaky start, but last night it seems they've turned full 360. Browns had a very bad game, but I would say the Niners and Browns similarities are they are dealing with a very banged up football team and players missing practice and just illnesses and injuries are the Browns' problem. Same with the Niners. They're pretty much like a good, I want to say like almost 20 players. More than half of them are starters. They just lost Mostert again for like 3 more weeks based on the reports that I've seen. They're not looking too good for having depth, but they have discovered some players that are stepping up finally. It seems to be they have a game plan that is going in their way and working for them. So the Texans, on the other hand, I think losing DeAndre Hopkins has clearly been a problem, but they've also shown that they can keep up because they took the Titans to OT. Yes, they lost, but they can keep up. I think they're just losing games barely. Yes, they're 1-5, but I think they can easily turn it around. Yes, they need to turn it around quickly because now they already have 5 losses. You get around 6 or 7, and now you're looking at a really shaky, maybe wild card position to make it. But if they pretty much, I'd say, win out, which is I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt. They could definitely win out. But that's a lot of games to win out. I could see them going a good 10-6, losing one more in between a few games. I haven't really looked at their schedule. They do have a pretty solid chance. Other than that, let's jump into Jalen Hurts needs to be the starter for the Philadelphia Eagles. They have a really, really big problem with Carson Wentz is streaky. He has his games where he's spot-on starter, and then he falls off and plays terribly. That's a problem. That is a huge problem. And even when he so-called plays good, I just don't see the quality in him. He had one good go, and when he did have that good go, Nick Foles took over because of injury and won them the Super Bowl. Other than that, Nick Foles has been a bust. I mean, not Nick Foles. Carson Wentz has been a bust. A huge bust. Nobody can say otherwise because clearly they've won one game with him as a starter. He played good, but then he just falls off. Falls off all the time. Well, stay tuned, everybody. I'm back. This is Season 2, Episode 1. Go ahead and find me on Twitter and Instagram. Let's Argue 49. And have you a great rest of your week.